Hello everyone, this is GD1 here, and today we're going to be doing a video looking at the 2011 model of the Gemmy life-size Dr. Shivers animatronic. This piece is one of Gemmy's most widely known, or liked I guess you could say, life-size characters, and it is one that just made a mark in the Halloween community. I've seen haunts with all pneumatically driven professional props, and then they still had Dr. Shivers. The writing, the voicing, the design, the quality, the appeal, it's just all there. It's an excellent piece. So Dr. Shivers was made in 2006 and 2007, sold at various retailers such as Garden Ridge, Kroger, things like that, and of course all over the place online. But then he wasn't really released in any form until 2011. All of a sudden Gemmy decides, hey, let's try that again. And Dr. Shivers was released in 2011 on Grandin Road's website under the Martha Stewart line. So you just have to wonder, did Martha Stewart herself say, hey, this is cool, you guys should make it again? Or was that just all marketing? I currently don't know. But for whatever reason, Dr. Shivers was brought back in 2011, which was the last year that they were really making the 6-foot collapsing characters. There's a 2012 Jason and a 2013 Cauldron Witch, and then they were done. So kind of towards the end, they brought back Dr. Shivers. Now there are a lot of differences from the originals. There's already a lot of differences between the 2006 and 7 models. The 2006 model looks a little more sinister. He has 4 buttons at the top of his coat. The 2007 model looks a little more happy, or like crazed maybe. And he has 3 buttons at the top of his coat. And then 2011 is basically a Sith Lord because he has yellow eyes, and he has 4 buttons once again at the top of his coat. Which tells me that the people there just kind of looked at the original notes for making it and went off of that. Because why, when they're making a cheaper quality, would they add the 4th button back? I don't know. But when I said cheaper quality, I did mean that. So some people have a preference that they like the 2011 model Shivers more than the originals. Me personally, I disagree. There are things I like about 2011 Dr. Shivers, but overall, I still prefer the classic models. And just from looking at them from afar here, you can see there's some pretty notable differences. And I'm just going to go ahead and take the camera up close for all of that. So, as you can see here with his face, he's a lot more pale in complexion than this model is. There's like some red lining his eyelids, which is kind of freaky. That's not a thing here. The goggles are jet black. These are 2006 goggles on him, but the 2007 ones are a bit darker and less shiny green. His mouth, he has a few little teeth painted in there. Some of them have more teeth than others. And with this, there's no teeth, there's just a little bit of white in there. The hair is different. The hair is actually better quality, I would say, on this model. This is, I guess this might be a little better quality, but it's just kind of frizzy and, I don't know, it feels a little cheap. So the hair might be a little better on this one than that one. But the mask is a lot thinner. This mask, especially in the mouth area, I've seen them rip in the mouth area. And so you have to be really careful with these. I don't think it'll necessarily rip with it just activating on its own, but it's very easy to rip in the mouth area. The rest of it, it's about standard for PVC mask thickness, I guess, but it just feels a little thinner overall. The head shell is from Giles, so it's shaped a bit differently from this. Like the neck is kind of an oval, it's not like perfectly like a cylinder. One thing that they did improve is with the outfit, because this uses the Butler body shell, and with this one they redid the outfit to where it would actually fit around the shoulders better. And with this one, this is actually one of the better ones. Usually on both sides there's this crevice here because of where the body shell ends and the head begins, and that works for butlers. It doesn't really work for the lab coat on this body shell, but this one they changed and it actually works better. So that is an improvement. So maybe you like the Sith Lord yellow eyes, maybe you like the paint job, maybe you like the hair better and the stitching of the costume. And then I'll go ahead and get the other positives out of the way, or the pros. You have a Charmy Jack on the base, which started for most collapsible 6-foot characters in 2008. And you also have the support pole holes, because in 2011 they gave all the 6-foot characters support poles like you'll see on the Walmart Santas, for example. So if you want to display them outside, that's pretty cool. The Charmy Jack is very useful for you doing a Halloween display. So those are pretty good. The costume is stitched better, and you could make an argument about the hair of the paint job. Everything else I would say is a little bit worse from the older models. So first off, the gloves are made of fabric instead of latex. Now, does that mean they're not going to dry rot? Yes, it does, but it just doesn't look as good. This 2007, there is zero evidence of dry rot on his gloves, which is just absolutely incredible for it being 2024 now. The gloves are in excellent condition. But a lot of them, especially it seems the 2006 models, you'll see dry rotting gloves. If not a little bit of dry rot, you'll see them like fully rotted off. But with these gloves, they're fabric, so they will stick around, but that does not mean that they look better or are better. Now, the backing of this and the belt are lined with that hospital gown material that just does not last. Even on newer items, you'll already see it disintegrating. So if you see little black areas, on the fabric here, that is from the belt. You can see right there, it's the hospital gown material. And it is just disintegrating like crazy. If I move the belt at all, you just see more of that detritus. And so that's not great. The belt buckle is from the Walmart Santa, life size. So instead of a metal one, it's this plastic one. I guess it doesn't really matter, but it's another way they saved money. And the boots are also fabric instead of a synthetic leather. In addition, there is no volume control. There is no mic or aux mode. And those are pretty neat. Sorry, I thought there was going to be a third thing in the list there. The Charmy Jack is great. Support pole holes are cool. But all those are really great also. And the last thing to talk about that's different is the program. I have not personally looked at a 2011 Shivers board, so I don't know if you could just like connect a few more wires and things are different, but the program, I can tell it's the same program, but a lot less is utilized. So one of the coolest things about Dr. Shivers is his eye light program, where it flickers to electricity or like fades in and out and stuff. It's separate from the mouth mech and all that. On the 2011, the eyes light up whenever the mouth opens, so that's a big difference. The beaker, and this one hasn't gotten fluid back in it yet, that's why it doesn't look green. The beaker on this one would only light up on one phrase, and it would flicker, which was neat. Originally it was going to light up more with the song that was scrapped, so that's why on only one phrase the beaker lights up, but it's still cool because you don't expect it if you're just playing through it, like, oh, that's neat. With this one, the beaker stays lit constantly throughout the phrase. Some people might prefer that actually because it utilizes the light function more, but the eye light is just tragic because not using it, they used one less jack in the neck, and they probably put a lot less components on the board. There's probably some empty slots there. So all in all, this guy is a cheapened version of Dr. Shivers. It makes sense for the time it was released, but it still has its cool things about it, and it's Dr. Shivers in 2011, so of course I'm going to want it. And it took me till 2023 to get one of these. I just never tried that hard to get one, but I had the opportunity from a friend and I got it. And one of the reasons I really went for it is because it had the box. And you don't always see the 2011 model with its box because it doesn't have any cool colors on it or anything. So this was Grand Road exclusive. I forget the price he retailed for. But you can see it says Grand Road affordable style, which, you know, in young people terms, I mean, that's cap. Because Grand Road is very expensive. And it seems very high-end and bougie anyways. So I guess it's more affordable for the bougie people. I don't know. You can see there's a Grand Road item number, and then it says Martha Stewart, life-size animated Dr. Shivers. On this side, there's like an old shipping label thing. And on this side, it's completely blank. And it has these on the top. There is nothing in the box that is different. I don't have all the inserts or instructions or anything like that. But yeah, that's about it for this guy. And now I'm going to plug him in, play through his phrases, and then we'll do a couple of phrases compared to the 2007 model so you can see just how different they are. Because there's videos of this guy out there, but you don't see a whole lot of comparisons. Further ado, I will show you what this guy does.
I need a volunteer for a little experiment. Side effects may include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and a slight loss of vital organs.
Being that this is a 2011 piece, they had already implemented the belt-driven head mech, which is better in ways than the gear-driven. So that's another pro. It's like with a lot of items where the mechanics get better, but the quality of the cosmetics and everything gets worse.
Quick! I need a victim. No, I need a guinea pig. No, I mean a patient. Oh, just somebody lie down and close your eyes.
It's a lot hard to notice his eyes moving.
I know. Let's play a game. I call it Fun with Electricity. Ever since the incident, I've not been quite the same, except for my shocking personality. I say, anyone have any batteries? I'm feeling a bit drained. A visitor. Please, make yourself comfortable. You're going to be here for a while.
So that's all of his phrases. And now I will plug in the 2007 model, and we will do them at the same time.
I know. Let's play a game. You call it Fun with Electricity. Ever since the incident, I've not been quite the same, except for my shocking personality. somebody lie out and close your eyes. I know. Let's play a game. I'm calling it Fun with Electricity.
So yeah, guys, that was the comparison between both models. You could see just how different each of them were. And pretty neat stuff. Let me know down below in the comments which model you prefer better, the 2007 model on the right or the 2011 model on the left. There are pros and cons to each, but ultimately one of them will be your favorite between the two. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. And by the way, the static noise at the end of his was just the adapter. He's fine. The 2007 model.